Hello, welcome to Better Perfume. I'm Emily, here again today with Trixie. And I have a dog that I'm house sitting and he's sleeping. So if you hear little dog snores in the background, I don't know if the microphone is strong enough to pick them up, but that's what that is. Or he might come make a cameo. So yeah, anyway, I have been working through some perfumes I picked up in Brazil, and I have two more that weren't in the samplers, and I didn't get a full bottle, but when I did buy those, they gave me samples, and so there's a few good ones and I wanted to review those. Today I'm going to cover the Imperial, I don't know why I said that weird, Imperial by Granado, and let's get into it. So this fragrance is marketed to men and women. It is unisex. It is, I sprayed some on it a little earlier. It is almost, I'd say almost an exact dupe of this fragrance. The original White Tea by Elizabeth Arden. Now, ironically, this is marketed to women. It says it's for women on Fragrantica, but I think that, and this one says that it's unisex, but I honestly think this one is a little bit more unisex and has just like 50-50, you know, masculine, feminine kind of vibe. So I would put this one as actually more unisex than this one. And this one, I'd say, if like the scale is 0 to 10 and 10 is the most feminine and 0 is the most masculine, then this one is a 5 and this one is a 6. And I'll put the notes up and cover those so you can see why. I mean, they're very, very, very close to each other. So I'll put the notes up here. The top notes on the Imperial are white tea, bergamot, and mandarin orange. Middle is rose, lily of the valley, and magnolia. And the base is mate, musk, and sandalwood. Now, I think the reason it's a little bit more feminine is that middle, but the middle is so small of a component. Like it's just slightly more feminine, I think, because of the florals in there being what they are. The overlap, and I put both side by side here. I think the left side has the Imperial and the right side has the white tea. So the white tea also has the white tea, the mandarin, and the mate notes. Those are overlap, but the similarity between the two is just very high. I would say the Granado honestly smells maybe a little bit smoother, but then I've had this bottle for quite a while. You can see kind of it's, you know, I've used a decent amount of it down to there. So it's aged a bit, and the nose of it takes a lot longer to wear off, like the alcohol in the nose. But I don't know if that's just because of the age of it or if it's maybe just a little bit less expensive components. I'm not sure. Yeah, so definitely very, very similar, and maybe even like similar to how the white tea was when I first got it. I think the longevity is fairly comparable. Both of them have moderate longevity. None of them either last a really long time. They're around 4 hours. I'd say you can spray a generous amount, you might get 5. And again, it's that very like good for hot weather fragrance. These are high heat, stellar. They hold up in the high heat. They're not cloying. They're pretty refreshing. They're pretty interesting. I've gotten compliments on white tea. I haven't worn the Imperial enough. I exposed other people to it enough to get compliments. I just dropped my thing somewhere. Okay, I found it. Sorry. Yeah, so you know, if you have white tea or if you like white tea, then you may not need this, but it's also probably a Brazilian brand that is not, you're not going to come across it very often unless you're in South America. So super valuable review I'm doing here. But if you're a Brazilian, then maybe it is, yes. Maybe you've been thinking about buying this one. Again, these are nearly clones of one another. You probably wouldn't need both of them. I'd say this one smells maybe a little bit like more high quality ingredients and is a little bit smoother. And with that floral mid is slightly more feminine. Again, just repeating what I've already said. But that's that. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. And I'll see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.